Hey y'all out there in the world, what's up? What's good with y'all? Um, I was thinking a lot. I've been thinking about a lot of things, and as I go through life, I start thinking about experiences that I've had in my life, and I think about things that I'm going through. Like it's a lot. Like I think about a lot of stuff on a daily, but I just thought about like my lowest points in my life. And I know a lot of people, everybody goes through rock bottom, everybody goes through some kind of phase of like something happens to them, Something happens to them to the point where it's like a wake up call. And for those out there who may not know, for those who are new, I used to live in California. And at the time when I lived in California, that was like, sheesh, I lived there for 5.5 years. That was around from 2017 up until 2022. I went through really crazy times there. I went through COVID there. I went through like some of like really bad homelessness there. I went through like the craziest times in my life. And I mean, I've been through a lot. But I went through a lot of like my early 20s there as well. Actually, most of my 20s was spent there. And I was thinking about the time where I was once a dancer. I was once an exotic dancer, if you will. And I remember this was also a time I had lost one of my jobs. I was doing it before I even went to California, but this other time, I was still doing it, but it wasn't like nude or anything. Like I never did that. Which, if I did, who cares? Y'all wasn't gonna pay my bills anyway. But um, I remember this time when I did it. I worked at another place, and then I ended up going to a different location after I had lost my job somewhere else, and I was homeless. I was living out of my car. And this place, which I had never thought I would do, this was like a topless bar kind of situation. It was a topless club. I had never done that before, and it really wasn't something I really wanted to do. But I was in such like a mode of desperation that I just was like, you know what? Let me just do this. I have nothing else. What else am I gonna do? I have nothing. And I just remember, I'm thinking about the feelings I had at that time, but I just remember being there. I think I was probably there for like a week or so. Nothing too crazy. It wasn't too crazy because again, it wasn't for me. So I didn't last there. It wasn't for me. But when I was there, I was there the whole week. I'm staying in my car, whatever. This is before I got my CDL, and I was trying to get my CDL already. Like during this time, I was already trying to get my CDL, everything, with that. And I remember I did it. I went up on stage, and I just remember feeling so like degraded and so like shame. I felt a lot of shame at that time. And the thing is, I don't think there's anything wrong with being an exotic dancer or being a dancer or any kind of like sex work. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I really think that if that's what you do, if that is you and you feel like that actually, it makes you happy and it's something that you feel good about, do that. I don't think anyone should feel bad about it if it's not something that they feel that they really want to do. And some people get forced into it. So I feel like there's a lot that comes with that. But just to get on with it, I don't want to keep it too long. But I just kept thinking about like I did that, and then I remember like this one guy, he would come in. he was a little creepy to me. He was some older white guy. He would come into the club or whatever, and he would like give the women massages, which I don't know if he was paying or not. I don't know. I think he was being a little slick about it. But on some real stuff, um, I remember talking to him. I think he probably gave me like a massage or something. I don't remember. I just know we were talking. And he was like, "You really shouldn't be in a place like this. This just doesn't seem like it fits you." And it's so weird that like him as a stranger, he was saying that to me or whatever. I think he like offered me a massage or something. And then he said that to me. And I was just feeling like so sad because again, I'm at a low point in my life. And I remember him saying that. And then from that, I think I like cried or something, whatever. And mind you, in the works of this, I'm trying to get my CDL anyway. So I'm working towards that. But he says that, and I think that day I stopped, like I just left. And it's so funny because to me that just is like a lesson on how interconnected as human beings are, and how our journeys affect other people through their journeys and vice versa. And constantly we're getting to meet people and get to know people, and we are every person we meet is a person that is going to turn the trajectory of our experience, of our journey through life and navigating life. And I feel like, again, through him, it just gave me my epiphany. Even if I already internally knew it, it kind of gave me the push to be like, nah, he right, you ain't even here. And mind you, this is a person I don't know. This is a stranger. And in my mind too, I'm just thinking like, no matter what you go through, no matter what is happening in your life, like there really is like you go through low points so you can bring yourself back up. And I feel like there's always going to be the roller coasters and the way life goes, but I feel like if you're able to have like a steady kind of wave, instead of, you don't want a whole bunch of highs and lows and stuff, if you're able to bring yourself to a steady shift, I think that in some way is you winning in life, because nothing's ever perfect. No one's ever perfect. You're never going to be the perfect person. And that's why it's okay to listen to other people from time to time. Just listen, because sometimes people are telling you things that you might be denying yourself. It's like you tell yourself, like you're telling yourself one thing, like to try to make yourself feel like the thing that you're doing is okay, but really internally you're yearning for something else. And then sometimes all it takes is you meeting one person and them telling you like the same thing that you tell yourself, but you don't have the words to say, or like the voice within you isn't loud enough. So that literal external voice is your inner voice talking to you. And I feel like that's been me throughout my life's mission, whatever the mission is, but throughout my life's journey, I feel like anytime I feel something internal, sometimes I can't hear the voice as much, whatever the spirit is telling me or whatever I'm supposed to be knowing internally, I'll hear it from someone else outside of me. And I feel like that's the way I'm supposed to get my messages. And also, like, sometimes I get the messages come to me. Like, sometimes it's like, it's not even a voice, it's just a thing. Somebody, it's like, it's an action. I have to get up and do it, you know? But I say all this just to say that that's the point of our interconnectedness as like people of the world, people of the universe. We are supposed to help each other. And sometimes the thing that you feel like you shouldn't say, maybe that's the thing you need to say, because you don't know who that's going to help. You don't know who that's going to inspire. You don't know who that's going to give the strength and courage to either leave a situation or enter into a new situation. So everything that we do as people, everything that we, the people we interact with, the people that we decide we're going to The people that we interact with, the people that we see, you never know. Like, don't be afraid to say the thing that's important to say. Of course, don't be mean. Like, don't be a jerk. Don't be mean. Don't say things just to hurt someone. If your intention is truly to help someone, and be conscious of what you're saying. Don't just say something just because. Like, be conscious of how that could affect someone else. But if you know the thing you're going to say is actually of love and kindness, and it is not something that can be taken as being offensive, it's like, because sometimes if you say something to someone, you never know what that's going to do for them. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say. That's my spiel on interconnectedness, and that things you can, like, any point in your life, anything can happen, but just move forward, you know. But also listen to the outside voices, and it doesn't mean don't listen to your internal voice, but sometimes your messages come from outside, and that's okay. Sometimes your internal voice can't speak loud enough for you. But that's what I wanted to say. If you got this far into the video, I thank you. I appreciate you. I've gotten more people watching, and I really appreciate that, because that means that, maybe I'm doing the good universe's work. You know what I'm saying? The good Lord's work. But if you got this far, I don't know, put a yellow heart. And I'm trying to figure out my new saying. So my new saying, it came to me not too long ago, and it was, no matter if I got nothing, something, or everything, I'm worth it, and I'm always worth it. And if you got nothing, something, or everything, you're worth it too. So just wanted to say that, and I hope y'all doing great out there. And bye.